something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Formula 1 2017. We're done with Baku, thankfully, and we are now headed to Austria. Let's listen to our voicemail and hear where we should finish. Or qualify, yeah, that thing.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
And what do you know, it's ninth place. Well, that's exciting as ever. What is exciting is that we have ourselves some resource points to spend. I had a fantastic practice session. I think I got perfect in all but tire wear. And, if I remember to include the clip, we now have a damper upgrade, which means we are supposed to have less tire wear overall. We'll see how that goes. And you can see there's our rivalry standings. Not looking so great, but hopefully we can turn things around against the Red Bull driver at the Red Bull Ring. And we need to go to resource points. Let's go to RD trees, what I mean. What's the recommended upgrade? Recommended is Aero, and we have 1,000 points. We're actually a little bit behind in Aero, and our chassis is catching up, so I think I might go for some Aero upgrades. This one is a rear wing outer strake upgrade, which would help rear downforce, meaning we could run less. Wow, I just cannot get words out today. We could run less rear downforce and get away with it. Sounds pretty good. Let's look around though. That one's a 4-weeker. That's a 1 week and helps with DRS. That's unavailable though because we would need this one first. Yeah, the barge boards. That's a huge upgrade. It's a 4-week development time now. Versus these are 1 week development times. I think we're probably going to go for one of the 1 week guys. Territory wing flaps? Sure, that's how that's said. Is also a 1 weeker. I guess I'm going to go with the recommended on this one and go for the rear outer wing. Right. Confirmed. And that'll be ready in just 1 week, which is nice. Get a little upgrade sooner rather than later, since we're not earning a lot of points really fast. I think that's the way to go. Cool. Well, that's done. I do need to look at my car parts real quick. I'm going to change to a fresher ICE, and then I'm going to change to the fresher of the energy stores. And I was using a older control electronic unit, so I'm going to go back to a newer one there too. So we should have a really good setup here for the race. We should have no penalties and ready to go here in Austria.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
You say that, but there is a variable, sir. If we go to session info, it is currently raining, and if we look at the weather, it's going to scroll through. Looks like it's going to stop raining halfway through this session. And then for the rest of qualifying, just be overcast and dry out. And then if we go to the race is planned to be, or expected to be, all in the rain or light rain. So that's going to make things very, very interesting. I think what I'm going to do is wait to go out in this session until the end and see if it goes dry. Because there's no sense in putting in a time on intermediates if the track's going to dry out later. It's not really going to help us at all. So let's do that. I have set the car up to be mostly towards...
Track is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
Thanks for the interruption, jerk. Mostly towards the wet weather side, so more downforce, kind of a softer suspension, and less brake pressure. I don't know if that's the way to go. It might hurt us in Q2 and Q3, but I think it will help us in the race. Okay, there's only 7 minutes left in the session. This track's very short, though, so there's plenty of time to put in laps. It just stopped raining. Track conditions are listing dry, and they actually were listing dry for a while, even in the rain. So I'm gonna go out there on some slicks. Let's see. We need to go up and go to dry. And yeah, they're calling for the Ultras to be the slow or the faster tire right now. Why are these different? Why are these different? Weird. Weird. I guess they have different tires. Huh. Okay, well, let's go ahead and choose some Ultras. And we're not worried about how many we use because it looks like we're not going to use any in the race. And now the track should be pretty dry, so let's go out and do a flying lap. Go track, we're going to save that setup. And here we go. Might be a little dicey, but I think it should be the right strategy. Yeah, it's still a little moist. So it's not quite going to be full-on dry track conditions by any means. Yeah, there's still 4 minutes left. This track is so short. There's plenty of time. The track might even come around a little bit more for a second lap. And DRS is enabled. Vettel's already putting in the fast laps on the supers. Nice. The good news is I did some laps on intermediates in practice. We had a light rain session, so I should be in pretty good shape for the race as far as knowing what the car is going to drive like. There was not a lot of grip to be had there, though. Gotta stay off the painted surfaces. I like it when the DRS beep gets backwards because I hit the button first. It's a fun feature. Don't overdrive these left-hand turns, especially in these conditions. That's where I was really doing well in practice, and it seemed like our car is very strong in the middle sector. I think it's because I'm running a lot of downforce. Not perfect there. Oh wow. That wasn't as good as I expected. You gotta remember that the AI are superhuman in changing conditions. They do not really get affected by a damp track very much. It's either wet or dry for them. I think the track has come around to us though. We're dropping time pretty quickly. Nice. Got the power down very well there. Driving it a little harder here. That's good. We're not setting any purples or anything, but certainly dropping a lot of time. That is a very tricky turn there. And better exit for sure. That brought us up to 7th. That should be good. I don't think the track's gonna get much faster from here. Although we did just pick up a crap load of time in turn 1. I might be wrong. I stayed in it for a third lap, which is unbelievable on Ultras, but it did improve. Down to a 109.6. That's certainly the most these tires are gonna have to offer, and that should be plenty good enough to get us into Q2. Into Q1. P8, Massa P13, which is sad. He showed a lot of speed in practice. Hopefully he improves from here. Okay, now for Q2, this track is much drier. Should be just about optimal right now. I've dropped the fuel load way down, but again, we have a lot more downforce than we need at this track. We're gonna have to really drive very aggressively in the turns to make up for that. We're going to be a little down on straightaway speed. Would have been great to have a nice toe right here, but is what it is. It's not like he's our teammate or anything. Good launch there as well. The car just feels great, as it should. I'm just worried it's too slow. where it makes up time. Thought that was too early, but it was actually really good. That as well. And it should be a pretty darn good lap, unless I mess up down here. Ooh, and I kind of did. Wasn't the end of the world, though. 8-9. I'm pleased. It's not Ricardo time, but I feel like there's easily another half second in it. Easily. Well, it was close, but the times are very close. A 8-5 in the front, an 8-9 fronts in 8th. Massa made it to Q3, which is encouraging. And, well, he was borderline. Still, though, I think we can do better than this. Hopefully we can take the fight to Ricardo. Alright, Q3. The sun has come out. So that's going to change the track a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be much faster, if any, but it could be. We're going to get a lot of attempts here, up to 4 laps. If we need them. I'd rather not save parts, but I'm willing to try and have a good lap. No toe there. Of course, I'm looking for that toe because of the extra downforce. Don't really want to get blocked in either, though. Or not have front downforce through this turn. That would be not so great. Alright, he let us go. And very well, in fact. It's one of the first times I've ever seen that, but it did kind of push me offline. Nice save. But this... Oh, well, screw you then. Alright, it did kind of throw away that lap. I don't think we ruined the tires in this track so short. I'm going to give it another go. Let's go. All the curb to the inside.
You've dropped down to the 3rd row. You're currently in P5.
So nice having a delta to go against. I think I can get a little bit more on the brakes there. But it's important to get that good exit too. Quite as good for some reason. It's close. It's where we'll obviously make up a bunch of time. Oh, that was beautiful. More of that, please. Little slide out. A 108.0. That's not bad, but I think there's more. The clouds have come back out. I don't think the track will have dropped too much in temperature, if at all. And these are, what the teams say, are our best set of tires for the weekend. Let's see if that's true. A little wide. Actually, not bad though. I brake a little after the 100. Oh, very nice. Quite pleased with that. Little lock up, which gave me a bit of hesitation getting back to the gas, but it wasn't much. I drove it in there. up, Jeff. Oh, beautiful. That was a lap. I don't know if it was a perfect lap, but I was extracting every little bit out of this car. All it could give me and more. Alright, yeah, these tires aren't gonna two-lap for us here. I pushed them so hard on lap 1. We'll have to see if that holds. This could be our best chance for a pole this season.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. A Williams, Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Damn right, a Williams. I knew it was a good lap. Sector 3 was where we really took advantage of all the track we could use. It's a pretty safe line. I'm not too worried about if we're having to use that in the race, being close to any penalties. I was exploring all of that area in practice, and I think I used it perfectly. The high downforce really pays off for us right there. Let's hope it pays off in the race, too, since it's going to be in the rain. So it goes without saying that we exceeded our, we overachieved our expected position in qualifying, getting us some nice resource points. How does that help us in rivalry? I think it'll give us 1 point. That it does, 17 to 22. And here's the team update. Wow, let me tell you, we lost a lot of team respect in Baku, and the up and down nature of our season so far has made this pretty volatile. Williams has been happy with us all along. I've never gotten out of the purple, but I had Red Bull up to where Force India was, and I had Force India up to where Toro Rosso was at one point. So really got to get some more consistency into the season, I believe. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else to work on for the race. You can see it's already raining out. Let's listen to the voicemail and see what our goal is, starting from P1.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty
I have
well.
some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
Alright, so the race goals are 6th place and the championship target of 9th place. Nice. Let's see what we can do.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. It's Williams in pole position then, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Perez, Massa, Verstappen, Ocon, and Roman Grosjean. Hulkenberg, Hamilton, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Alonso, Palmer, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Pascal Wehrlein. Ericsson and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. And with
Okay, remember to protect the inside on the run down to turn 1. Make yourself as wide as possible. Robust, but fair.
Robust, but fair. Okay, let's look at our race strategy here. 2 pit stops on intermediates for the race is what they plan. Now that's as of weather conditions right now. That may very well change throughout the race. It could rain more, it could rain less. We'll just have to see how it goes. I would love to do just 1 stop. This is a 36-lap race. However, the lap times are going to be in that I would say 119 kind of range. So it's a short track. I think that'll be fine. I don't think it's going to dry out towards the end. That session forecast, I believe, is for a full race distance. We're doing a half race distance. We'll see. We shall see. I'm a little nervous about the run down to turn 1 since we're going to be on the dry side of the track, so we should get a good launch. But we're on the outside of turn 1. That'll be tricky. That'll be very tricky. I think I've stalled this as long as I should. Have I? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I was going to say, we may have gotten pole because it may be that Hamilton's team knew they were going to be penalized and they didn't really push as hard in Q3 as necessary. I don't know. I don't know if that mechanic would even be considered in the game, but either way, it's still a legitimate P1 qualifying position. Okay, I guess I'm ready. Low RPM for the start. Long lights. Good getaway. Still a red arrow. Still a red arrow. I'm going to be wide for turn 1. But wide was safe. Wide was very safe, and I like safe. That could not have been in a worse place. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll stop in the middle of the apex. He'll drive right by then. Jackasses. And my game just froze. Yep, completely frozen. Nothing's happening. My foot's on the brake in case it ever comes back. But, no, that's properly frozen. I don't know what's about to happen. Completely frozen solid. Alright, so I'm back on the grid. I made it to lap 17 in this race, and the game 100% froze solid in the middle of a turn. So that's fun. That's fun. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna hope it doesn't freeze this time. I'm gonna hope that I have enough voice left to record this entire race and see how it goes. The positives. Let's look for positives. I now have a lot of knowledge on how this race is going to play out, if it stays the same. And that knowledge is that in the race strategy, the AI are going to pull out some magic, and they are going to run this race on 1 stop only. No 2 stops. So I am going to edit my strategy. And I would like to... I don't even know if this is possible. I don't know that we're allowed to delete pit stops out of it. I'm going to try. Let's see. F6. I want to get rid of this. How do I... No. Okay, F2 is to remove. And we can't. Oh man, this game, I told you. Okay. But I don't want it. I don't want it. F5. Can I remove this one? No. Okay, so basically, you're not allowed to try a one-stop strategy that the AI are gonna try. You have to do it on your own. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's very fine. I guess that's what I'm gonna try and do. Okay, well, low RPM is what we want. Quick lights. Good getaway. We have the dry side of the track here. Late brake it for turn 1. Try and keep that outside, and we cleared.
We're looking good from the start.
Okay, yes we are. I agree with that assessment. And now, it is my job to try and save these tires as much as I physically can. I don't entirely know how, and may lose the lead trying, but judging by my, premonitions, no previous knowledge of what happens in this race or anything, no, that's not it. Just judging by my premonitions, I'm gonna say the only chance we have is to one stop. So it is 100% my responsibility to try and save these tires for as long as I can. That is not gonna do it. Those slides are what kill the tires. Don't you do it. And we're wide. Somehow we held the lead. I don't know how. I guess he just wasn't in striking position. Okay. Nice and easy. Short shift. Don't spin the tires. This is going to be super stressful. It's going to be a very stressful race. Trying to manage holding the lead and trying to manage to get 0 wheel spin. Look at that. The left rear just took 2% of wear, and I have no idea how. We did pull a nice little gap, which is nice. Alright, well now they're both at 6%. It's basically, this race is, how slow can you drive the car? How little can you use the throttle? Okay, that seemed like a pretty good lap for wear. No slides out of there. Vettel's going fast.
Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah. I know what his deal is. I know what's going on here. This is very different than our effort in Canada, where it was just a strategy of extracting everything out of the car. This is a strategy of extracting as little out of the car as I possibly can to try and win the race. I'm still very pleased with my qualifying effort, no matter what happens today.
Stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Light rain here to stay. Sounds pretty similar to the race that totally didn't happen before this one. Really? Really? Huh. You know what actually kind of sucks? Is in the race that the game crashed? Ricardo crashed. He DNF'd out of that race, which would have been very good news for us. Now granted, if we were to win and he didn't make a podium, it would basically be the same. But it still would have been pretty damn nice. At least stacking the Ferraris up. Going as slowly as we are, but I think I'm doing great on tire wear. This already looks much better than I had done previously in that parallel universe. Slow, easy on the power, short shifts. Boy, on occasion we get a great pull out of there. It's probably due to passes happening behind us. Yes, Bottas is behind us now, which is not the best news in the world. I think those two helicopters just very narrowly hit in the sky. Should I be looking at these things in the sky while I'm racing? No, I should not be. But I am. I guess what we really need now is Vettel to try and take the fight back. We need them to battle, if possible.
Good job.
Alright, that's good.
Lap of the race so far.
Because I felt like I was pretty easy on the tires there, too. If I could figure out how to do both, that would be great. Hello, Bottas. How are you? Little meander out into the grass. Tires can't wear if they're in the grass, right? Right. Advanced strategy. Oh, how I wish this race was in the dry. Would have been so much fun. One of my favorite F1 tracks. Mostly because it's so short that it's easy to learn. And I feel like I can actually drive it like 100% all the time. Bottas very close here, but I don't think he's going to make a move. See, he's got to get a good exit, and I think I'm getting him on exits. Because in order to pass me, he'd have to go out into the wet stuff, and that's not going to work out well for either of us. So I can really hold them up into the turns. Fuel situation is good, very good. Don't slide, don't slide, don't slide. No sliding allowed. This is a no drifto zone. I don't know if it's through setup or driving style or the nature of modern F1 cars, but the rear tires are pretty much exclusively the ones that want to go off first. Which is interesting because these cars have so much stagger in the tires these days. The rear tires are very, very wide compared to the fronts. Starting to feel a lot more pressure from behind now. Can't really let that affect me though. Like I said, even if we lose the lead, it's still very important for a good finish for us to one-stop this. Now watch after all of this, they decide to two-stop. In reality, that would be fantastic news, because I would actually be able to drive this car to some kind of performance level. I actually wish now I had put more rear downforce in the car. I typically run a pretty split setup downforce-wise to try and get the car to rotate. But here today, it would almost be a lot nicer to have that rear grip. I don't know if it would really help with the out-of-the-turn tire wear, though. Looks like Massa's still in the top 10. Purple Sector 1, where did that come from? I don't know. Third gear. Lap 8, we're at 26%. I'm happy with that. It's still gonna be dicey, because when they get past 50, they get ugly. And judging by the current wear rate, we would definitely be beyond 50 by lap 16. So it will be very dicey. That was wide. I could have saved it by letting it slide, but I didn't want to let it slide. I don't know if it's because the cars are losing fuel and that's making them get faster, or if the track's drying out, maybe the weather is changing a bit. But it is getting faster. Or it did for that lap anyway. Third gear is probably too low. Safe, but slow. I must be doing better on tires because at this point in the in the parallel universe race, they were already recommending me a different strategy to pit earlier. Now, there's still going to come a point in this race where they're going to say, hey, pit, pit. And we're going to have to be like, how about no? Alright, lap 10. %, lap 10. Yeah, that number would work for us. I think I need to save a bit more. There's another thing I need to do. Yeah, you see how it's next tires is intermediates, but it's a black inner circle instead of the green inner circle. That means they want to put on the used set from practice instead of a new set. So I need to change that to be the new set for the second half of the race, or we're really going to be in trouble. I am curious if the second set of tires will actually last longer because we don't have to go through the start sequence. Guess it depends on if we make it exactly to the halfway point or not. Go. No. Oh, they won't change?
Teammate is 7.9 seconds.
Why won't they go to the good ones? Why are they so dumb? No, they will not. Sorry, I know I was on the brakes very early. I was trying to go through my menus. Don't text and drive, kids. I wonder if they'll give me a strategy change somewhere during the race, because they're going to realize I'm trying to one-stop. Let's hope. All we can do is hope. Why is the crowd cheering so much? Did something happen? Gotta imagine Hamilton's probably making his way through the field. Could be that. I just got nervous because the game shuddered for a second there. Seems like everything's okay. That was a terrible lap. Messing around with the menus and whatnot.
Verstappen has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
I really like the way he says Verstappen. We do have lots of fuel to use, but I don't know how in the world I would use it. Save it for the very end of the race, I suppose. I almost thought about going lean to try and save the rear tires more. And late in this run, I may need to do that. She pulled a little gap there, which is nice. Maybe they're using up their tires more than we are. They make up the time there. Never mind.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tyres.
Okay.
Felipe in the pits.
Weird.
Felipe has pitted.
I'm worried there's no way to convince my team to go for the new intermediates instead of the used intermediates. And that will 100% be our undoing if they do that, because they have like 10% wear on them already. nothing like having to actually fight your engineer to have a chance to win the race. Your engineer that does virtually none of his engineering duties. Duties. %. Well, you guys are certainly getting a varied view on how Formula One races can go this season, aren't you? It's been up, down, tons of different strategy styles.
Okay, clear.
Boy, a safety car would save our lives right now. Botas out of the race. They must have gotten together behind us. This is good. I didn't even notice. Yeah, we have some breathing room, which I'm going to use to really save tires. That is great news. The bad news is that puts Ricciardo in third. So much for our rivalry gains. Hopefully somebody passes him by the end. Like Vettel. Yeah, that'll work. Good job.
Caution, caution.
This must be his car up here, right? Or he's trying to limp back. Oh no, who's this? That is Alonso with a dead car. Shocking development. Absolutely shocking. Did they all get held up by Alonso?
Window is now open.
I think they
Okay,
did.
Distance to teammate 28.6 seconds.
Well, that was good. I think Rakkonen's still with us, but the rest of them really got held up somehow. Yes, there is a Codemaster's Guide. What happened to Ricardo? It must be a mechanical issue. Like they must have had an engine component that was just too close to failure. All right. Now, where is his car did on the racetrack? The only thing we really need to worry about now is this used tire situation and running too wide in these turns. Oh my, we just caught air. We just caught air in a Formula One car on a curb and we lived to tell about it. That was something. Everything's fine. Don't you worry. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about here. Nope. Absolutely nothing to worry about. We're at 52. And they have not offered me a better strategy yet. Really wishing they would. I'm changing the weather. We're almost to the point of where it froze last time. We can really baby the car right now. But we have, the two of us out front here are in a league of our own. So if I can hold him up, then we are in good shape. And really, with Ricciardo out of the race, we're in good shape. Either way. I just don't know at what point these rear tires are just going to go, okay, we are completely done with existing now. Enjoy your zero grip. Because it is nowhere near 100% like you would think. Still doing okay at 57. I mean, we're not sitting great lap times, but the longer we can go on these tires, the better off we're going to be. Especially since they've not offered us a different strategy yet. Ooh, the left front lockup. Our fronts are great, though. Nothing to worry about there. And we're still calling for the worn intermediates to go on it. Because they don't know. They don't know that there's no reason to go to that tire, because they think we're still pitting twice. If there's any Codemasters F1 veterans out there that know a better way to do pit strategy, or to edit your pit strategy, I would love to hear it. But I have a feeling that's just the way they designed the game. You can tell he's going for the one stop. I'm not pitting until he pits. That's basically what I've decided. There's no reason to. Yeah, no biscuit for the biscuit. Tires are definitely not super pleased to be on this race car right now. And Perez is closing in on us. I'm racking it up significantly. Just fine by me. I don't think they're ever going to offer me a different strategy, but if they don't, I need to make these last longer than halfway for the sake of keeping laps off of the worn set. 10% wear is no small matter.
Last lap for our pit window.
Okay. Are you gonna offer a change in strategy, maybe? Maybe do something with your career? Or no? My guess is no.
You're doing well out there, keep up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Well, that might change things. That would put us to lap 29, and then a dry track. So that means a late race change to a soft tire. But that's about 10 minutes, and that's certainly not always true. I think if we do another... Oh no, I think it's hit the point. Yeah, we're pitting this lap. We are pitting this lap for sure. Is he pitting? He is not pitting. Alright. And just to make sure... No, that's locked. Okay. Oh, man. How does this play out? I think we still have a good chance at a podium here, at minimum. Minimum a good chance for a podium. Kind of a slow stop there, guys. Get your act together. Others are pitting. I gotta imagine he's gonna pit next time.
Let's get some heat into those tires.
Depending on how these tires react, we might be able to undercut a bit. Okay. Apparently it had already let me onto the pit road. Okay, not quite up to temp yet. And I can't just go out and abuse these tires. Yeah, 11% already. But they only gotta go 16 laps if it doesn't stop raining. Certainly seems like it most likely will stop raining at this point, though. I'm gonna try and run it a little hard right now.
We're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be seconds.
Jeff, I will drive to pit road right now and punch you in the face. Oh, we got some false data here. I better tell him about it and make him nervous. Jackass. Alright, is that Raikkonen on pit road? It was. I don't think we're going to come out ahead of him. Well, we did. Just. Yeah, his tires aren't up to temp yet. Sebastian Vettel just turned the fastest lap of the race. Even mine don't feel 100% just yet. So now we go back into basically the same mode of save as much tire as we can. Now, has Hamilton pit early? Is he doing a two-stop? Or is he one-stopping? I don't know. Don't know. So really the thing that could upset our race for us now is somebody behind us is able to do a alternate strategy or be on the slick tires before us. Could undo all of the work we've put in. And I have put in a lot of work for this race, let me tell you. It is much harder to drive slow than it is to drive fast.
So the gap to our teammate is 11.3 seconds.
Not bad, my son, not bad. We could be in good position. We could get some points here as a team. Vettel again taking fast lap, but not too much faster than us. How's the weather looking there, Guff? Seeing some patches of blue in the sky. I'm definitely pushing these tires a lot harder than I was pushing the last set. Trying to keep a little gap to Raikkonen here and trying not to let the field catch us. Like a pretty good lap. It took a little off of it. (23, 36). Now it not only has to stop raining, but we then have to wait for the DRS call to know that our tires are wrong. He drove it in deep there and really screwed himself up, I think. Yeah. That's a good. I'm really more watching the gap to Hamilton than the gap to Raikkonen. This is wide. Remember what happened last time you went wide? Let's get down to the inside. Let's try not to have any more flights this race, huh? Nicely recovered. Basically getting a taste of what it would be like to do a three-quarter distance race today. Tire wear is looking okay still. The pace I'm running. This is where we really pull them.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy? Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
What you got? Neither of those are relevant.
Understood, copy that.
Don't know why I decided to choose that in the middle of the turn, but I did. They still have no idea that I have no plans on going to more intermediates. Because they're dumb. Really, really dumb.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Alright, that's generally a call meaning that it's imminent. I think we just lost lead. Okay. Or you could just drive into the door of me. That'd be fine. Even though I don't have a door because I'm in a Formula 1 car. I'll let him say that, you know, it was just wet down there and he couldn't get the car rotated, or I was in his blind spot or something. There's got to be some kind of bogus reason. Whoa, I thought you were going to run wide. Okay, now Hamilton's gained on us quite a bit. With that call, I feel more comfortable thinking it's going to dry out.
Until the pit window, you'll be on inters for the next stint.
Yeah, the ones I wanted to be on for this stint, you jackass. Let's watch out for this attack again. Massa pitting again.
Now. Felipe is in the pits.
It's not going to end up well for him. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
We're a +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Then I must have burnt some because we were like 2 laps ahead at one point. Oh yeah, we see Hamilton now on the map. Again, I don't know if he's two-stopping or not. He'd be pitting this lap or so. If he was. Alright. 10 to go here. We're at 40% tire wear. Holding him off for now. But I'm having to be a lot harder on the tires than I was. And I think Hamilton just pit there. This is a race between me and Raikkonen. That's good. Oh no, he's there. Alright. It's gonna be a dicey call. Yeah, you can see a pretty significant dry line forming. Even more than it was. Like I said, I wait till I hear the DRS call. That's when I know that it's time. Yeah, Hamilton did not pit. He's just 5 seconds back. And he lost a little time somewhere. The good news is if it does go dry, we have a lot of fuel to use.
Pit window is open. The pit window is open.
There's some more blue sky. Still sprinkling. Been waiting to see the drops go away from my visor, really. You can definitely see some grayer areas in the track. There's not enough rain to keep it moist. I'm surprised we're holding them off. Usually they are unbelievably fast in these kind of conditions. Still going to be hard for us to go out on the slicks in somewhat moist conditions.
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay out, the worse it's going to get.
Okay. I'm going to choose our tires this lap. It's going to be 6 laps to go. So I'm going to go to new supers. I could consider ultras. 6 laps on ultras. Yeah, I think we could do ultras. Because I did 3 qualifying laps and they were fine. Oh, they're going to be used ultras. Never mind then. We used all of our good ultras to get that pole position. Okay, that's fine. I think the supers will be great. I don't know that the track is ready for it, to be honest.
Okay, the stewards have now
Never mind.
left DRS.
I've just changed my mind on that.
DRS is now online.
Now we just have to try not to get past before we make it to pit road. Luckily, neither of these two pit before us, so they're not going to undercut us. He's not pitting? You fools! You absolute fools! There's no way that's going to work out for them. There's no way. This is great news for us. They're fools, I tell you. He says, going out onto a track on slicks that is totally still moist. Alright. Cross your fingers, everybody. This is gonna be dicey.
We want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah, we want to finish the race. Like, as in live. Oh, the wheels spin. Alright, get to that dry line. Not a lot of traffic, that's good. Watch out for the other cars. Oh no, this is not bad at all. Nope, not bad at all. Did you see how great it was right there? I should step that brake bias. It's not dry yet, so let me keep it there. I'm gonna drive it basically like we're still on the inners for now. We should be getting a heck of an undercut at the moment. Even if it's not perfect. Oh yeah, there's a purple sector.
Raikkonen's out in front.
Has he pit yet? Or does he think he can just like make those last to the end of the race in the dry? That might be what they're thinking. I don't know that that will work for him.
The distance to the leader is 16.9 seconds.
16 seconds though, that's quite a wise there. What, did you say this is the Austrian Grand Prix?
The gap to the car behind
Definitely not ready for a brake bias change.
4 seconds.
No DRS there yet. Wow, their tires have got to burn off though. They've got to. It's so dry. Most everywhere. Still a little wet through here, which is unfortunate because this is the area our tires would really be showing speed.
The turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Literally no way I can do that. Just shut up. Trying to get cheeky with me, Verstappen. Not gonna have it. Alright, well, if nothing else, let's try to get up to that podium spot. I can run these tires as hard as I please. Run this car as hard as I please, basically. Though I don't want to throw it off either. There's still challenging conditions. Look at the dry line though. How can they do it? On inners.
Gap to car in front is 3.4 seconds.
I mean, we were doing 10s on these tires when it was completely dry. So if this track really comes around, we should be making up a lot of time. Another 17.
The gap to teammate is 25.6 seconds.
Might have to save some fuel here at some point. No! That was the risk. That was 100% the risk of going out on slicks. We knew the risk. But we tried to reap the rewards. I'm baffled. I am absolutely baffled that they are allowed and that they can be out on intermediates right now. If I was out on intermediates right now, my tires would be blistered and absolutely destroyed after 2 laps. It is what it is, but it still hurts. It hurts me inside. Even more than that spin did. It's not impossible. We could still get up to Perez again. I do think we were down on power too at the moment. It's wet over here. I don't know if I can pass. Alright, there we go. Back to 4th. And we get back to 3rd. I kind of doubt it. The only thing I'm really upset about is losing that rivalry point. He's only 1 turn ahead of us.
Signs they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Yeah, their tires exploded.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
It's not enough time. I need more time. I can see him.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.1 seconds.
Must go faster. Alright, easy on the throttle out of here. There we go. Boy, I didn't even think I was being that aggressive with it. It just caught a bad slide.
Hamilton's in first place.
Out it went. I mean, we have probably half of that gap this lap. What could we have done without the spin? I don't know if we could have done much more. They are still 10 seconds, maybe even 15 out ahead of Verstappen here, or Perez. Alright, this is our fight for the podium.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
We'll for sure get fast lap of the race. I think we're the only ones who went to slicks. Somehow. It is still drizzling over here, isn't it? Or is that just the kickoff of his car? No DRS! I don't think we're gonna need it. Nice block. I'll give you a warning. An angry cone dodger. Really? Really? Are we not going to make this pass? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, just barely. Whew.
Great drive, great drive.
Oh.
We're really happy with that performance.
I am royally pissed off, but I am happy to get a podium. We did turn things around here. Still, just like, my mind is melting. Melting, like my tires would have been if I hadn't changed them.
Pulled off a great victory here today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here. Well,
Your
Crofty,
shitty game
and here
mechanics.
are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects
Massa.
the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. He was fast, decisive, everything you'd want from a top-class driver.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Well, I mean, we gained some on old Ricardo here, and as a team, I think we didn't really gain any on Force India because of Massa sucking. Well, that is what it is. Should have been a win. Should have been a win. What could I have done without the spin? Let's see. Did I lose 6 seconds maybe? Maybe 11? I don't know if I lost 11 in that. That's hard to say. It's very hard to say. It would have maybe been close, but I would have had to pass both of them too. I don't know. I don't know. We'll never know, I think. At least I'm going to say we never know. That'll do it for the Austrian Grand Prix. Thank you, Formula 1 2017, for ruining everything in the world, basically. You're the reason that anything bad ever happens. I'm kidding, I'm just a little salty. Just between the game crashing and then those shenanigans, it's gotta leave a bad taste in your mouth, doesn't it? Well, we worked for it. We got the most, we made the most of what it was. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.